Hi, guys. Welcome back to another episode of the Soaring Stories Podcast. This is me, Agatha, and for this month's episode, this is actually dedicated to all my friends who just recently passed the board exam to be a registered psychometrician. So, shout out to Lady, Donna, and of course, my guest today, Ate Tinay. Just a little fun fact. She just recently became one of my closest at the figures as well. We met during my previous job. She was one of the very welcoming people who helped me during that transition and that time of my life. And we decided to keep the connection because the vibes just matched. We clicked instantly, and I just really appreciate her being supportive as well and for sharing the same mindset and values and faith. So I'm very honored to be able to sit down with her and have this conversation, record this podcast. So I'm very excited for everyone to hear this, and I hope you learn a thing or two about what we just talked about, and we also hope that it will inspire you to just pursue what you love to do, keep going, and never ever doubt yourself. Know that you are enough just by showing up, and just keep that fire burning. And I hope each and every one of us never stop pursuing all the things that we love, and just keep the faith and know that God will be with us throughout the journey. So, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between, this is Ate Christine Mallari, a newly registered psychometrician.
Hi, Gata. Thank you so much for having me and for inviting me for a podcast. Legit. First podcast ko to ever.
Yay! Thank you so much again, Ate Tin. It's an honor to have you on this episode. Lalo na, kakapasa mo lang ng board.
Ay, grabe.
Congratulations. She's a registered psychometrician.
Oh my gosh.
I'm very excited to talk to you about that on your journey.
Yeah, sure.
Before that, we picked two cards earlier, right? So, let's answer them together. So, yung first one is, what do you want?
Ito, sige.
What's the last thing you changed your mind about and why?
Okay. So, I know I picked the card, pero I still pondered sa ibang take dun sa question. Pero sige, I'll take this one na what's the last thing that I changed my mind about? Well, ang taas kasi ng wall ko, and you know this about me, no? Ang taas ng wall ko talaga when it comes to people, knowing people, choosing the people, or choosing the right person. Then, I think it was time for me, especially this year, it was time for me na I realized na may mga person na worth to break your wall for someone, you know. And even though na you don't know if it's worth it ba or not, pero may mga times na you just need to let your wall down and see what happens after. So I think after so many, it's been a long time na I've kept my wall up like that. And ngayon, na-realize ko na, pwede ko naman siyang iba pa. Onde-onde. Di ba? So, ayun siya. I think that's the last thing I changed my mind about. It's okay na being vulnerable at times. We'll see what happens. Make mistakes, but learn from your mistakes then. Yeah.
I'm glad na you have that discernment on who to choose.
Yeah, thank God.
And thank you for making me one of those people.
Oh, of course.
Na wall breaker.
Wall breaker.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Ayun, ako naman, last thing I changed my mind about. As a fresh graduate, parang realize na it's okay to not have your plans fulfilled. Kasi may ibang direction si Lord. And it's okay to lose track sometimes. Kasi you will be redirected naman as long as you have faith.
And, well, if you got rejected, it's not like rejection, but you're being redirected.
Yeah. And it's also parang a realization.
And you're having this chance to at least kung trinay mo yung path na yan, at least nakita mo siya halfway there or one-third your way there, at least pwede ka pa pwede pa akong bumalik.
Saka we're still young and we're still alive.
Yes, we're still young.
Kaya as long as we're still here, we're always a work in progress.
Yep, and we always have that choice din. If you want to if you want to move forward pa, or sige mo, I think din siya, self-reflection mo din kung kaya mo pa or hanggang saan mo kakayanin. Kasi parang I've learned this throughout my college years na makinig ka din sa body mo. So, kung tingin mo kaya mo.
And give credit to yourself.
Yes, very important. Na even though yung ibang tao na, alam mo di ba parang if you're giving yourself credit, parang it's almost, humihiya ka na, lahat ba lang credit na to sa'yo lang, ganyan. Pero, it's also a work in progress kung paano mo siya i-take yung pinaka-credit na yun. Kasi, if you think na yung whole credit para sa'yo, parang napaka-selfish mo naman kung yung buong credit sa'yo, pero you still work your way na parang i-accept mo na there are times na, yung mga tao na part ng credit na yan, pero may mga times na you should own up to it and you deserve it. Yan siya. Okay.
Alright. Ayan. For the next question, what affirmation do you need to wire into your programming?
Affirmation I need to wire in my programming. Regular programming, daily basis na to. Daily basis.
Or in your life, what kind of affirmation?
Affirmation, I guess, I've struggled with yung cheering myself up. Kung nag-cheer man ako sa sarili ko, laging I write it down, pero I never vocalize. But I write it down. So I think yung pinaka-affirmation ko lang is if you put your mind to it and you try to make it happen every day, it's progress every day. So little progress is still progress. Yeah, yun for me.
So yun yung sinasabi mo sa sarili mo?
Yeah.
Or yun yung assurance mo to yourself na little progress is still progress.
Yes.
Nice.
Diba ang ganda niya mo?
Yeah.
Kahit small steps.
Small wins.
Small wins.
Yeah.
Very important yung small wins. Yung mga taong hindi na-appreciate yung small wins. I think yung pagiging, parang the simplicity of a thing or kung ano man yung nangyari. Parang it's so important to celebrate the small wins. Hindi naman kailangan magarbo lahat. But you need to learn to appreciate the small things in life. To keep yourself happy then. Kasi nakaka-boost din siya ng mood every day. And it's very important to have your mood uplifted. Kasi syempre anchored siya sa motivation mo every day. And if you have that dream in your heart and in your mind, may mga days talaga na down ka, diba? But you still show up every day and you try your best to really work on it kasi maalala mo na, ito nga pala yung pangarap ko. So you wake up, you choose to do it, diba? Right mo here. So that's for me. Yep. Ikaw, ano yung affirmation mo for your daily programming?
For me, I always try to reassure myself that I'm enough. Yung mantra na you are enough.
Yeah.
You're just sometimes I feel that I'm not. Even though I'm doing my best.
Parang ang dami ng tao na I feel like I'm not enough. And it's hard din.
And it also connects dun sa small wins.
Kasi parang if hindi mo kayang i-value yung sarili mo. A friend once said to me na how you treat yourself is how you love the other person or how you treat the other people. So you should learn how to treat yourself muna. And then you love the people around you.
So it's actually World Mental Health Day on October 10.
Yeah.
Kaya sakto na I got to do an episode with you. Wow. Very special. So I want to talk about your mental health journey, especially as someone who fresh graduate, who's a fresh, or like someone who just recently, considered pa rin na recently graduated, juggling with a job, and also juggle reviewing and ultimately achieving that goal of being a registered psychometrician. So I just want you to share the journey, how you took care of yourself, how you stayed motivated.
Okay. Sure, this is a funny thing kasi firstly, this is sinabi mong fresh graduate. Feeling ko fresh graduate pa lang ako, right? Well, it's still fresh last year. Last year, it's still fresh pa rin naman.
Considered pa rin naman.
Let's consider it. Recent graduate. Feel ko pa rin kasi fresh graduate ako. Kasi even though na I landed a job months after I graduated last year, parang what I'm feeling right now is still, I know so little of this world, corporate world, kasi syempre, being a psychology practitioner, kasi parang ang daming field.
Yeah.
And I'm very blessed na yun yung napili ko din na path way back when napili talaga ako ng course. Well, since psychology nga is not my first choice talaga, but lagi nilang sinasabi na, maraming hindi first choice psychology. But you learn how to love kasi psychology. And then may isip mo siya by your fourth year na parang, okay, pwede pala na ito yung field mo and makakapili ka ng field.
It's diverse eh.
Yun nga.
So many things
That's the thing. That's the thing.
Psychology graduate.
And
whether BS or AB.
yes, actually, pati yan, yung BS or AB, pinag-isipan ko din kung mag-BS ba ako or not. So, it's a lot, ang daming isipin, ang daming, like, the factors why I should pick this one or not, ganun. So, by fourth year, syempre nagtatanungan na when it comes to, your path. Kung ano ba talaga yung pursue mo. Kasi there are three. Diba? As a psychology graduate yourself. Diba? Parang ikaw na lang mamimili. Pero ang hirap pa din pala. Akala mo yung pumili ka ng course, tapos yun na siya. Pero you still need to pick at the end of the day or at the end of your 4-year journey. Pero going back to your question, sa journey ko, well, it was really not easy. I'm gonna be like honest here. It's really not easy. Although right now, to be honest, I'm still absorbing it. Na I actually did it. Diba?
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. And parang hindi ko siya na-absorb fully na, wow, nga pala, RPM na ako.
Pwede na magpa-consult eh.
Sabi mo mag-consult. Kaya yung mga nagpa-consult sa amin ng free job, it's not free. Joke lang. Pero, ayun nga siya. Right now, I'm still absorbing it all. Although na I know na I should be taking the credit because it's kung talagang ka-flex naman talaga. It's not only me. Lahat ng mga nag-take ng psychometrician. So, sa journey ko kasi last year I graduated. Lagi ko itong sinasabi na I felt like I lived 3 lives last year. Kasi last year, well, first 3 months of that or first 4 months of that, I was still a student. Na nagtatapos ng thesis, ng OJT, and wrapping up everything na dapat ibigay sa mga matitira or sa mga juniors, diba? Since gano'n naman, so hindi ka man naalis ka lang. You still need to do other things before you can actually transition. Pero yung ginagawa namin nun, na we're transitioning, pero without even realizing na, actually, iba talaga yung corporate or real world after you step out of school and university or whatever, your college, if natapos mo siya. You can never really, well, you were anticipating it, pero kapag nandun ka na sa situation na yun, let's say you have a job na, iba na yung iisipin mo na, ganito pala. Iba pala talaga siya sa sinasabi mo before while you were still a student. Gusto ko yung creativity sa mic. Pero, yeah, iba talaga siya sa pagiging student na kahit sinasabi nila na nire-ready talaga, pine-prepare mo yung sarili mo sa outside world, sabi nga nila even before, right? So, sa akin, nas part na yun, after I graduated, actually hindi ako nag-work agad. And nahirapan talaga. Nahirapan akong humanap ng work. But still, nasa mind ko na I will be taking the exam. Pero I don't know how to juggle everything. So, nag-iisip pa ako kasi wala pang, of course, the fund to support yung review. Kasi, well, may mock boards naman. Even before magtapos yung 4th year. But still, at least you know where you can work on kung ano man yung mga subjects na weak ka. And I took that as an opportunity nung mock boards namin nung 4th year ako. Well, after that, syempre, pahinga. And nung nagpahinga naman ako, pahinga lang talaga yun from the previous life I had. Like I said, I felt like I lived 3 lives last year talaga. So, parang nagpahinga lang ako sa pagiging student.
Yeah.
So, yung second life na sinasabi ko is, of course, yung phase na unemployed ka. yung joke around nun na after undergraduate. Yes, unemployed. Yung joke nun na, okay, your first day as an unemployed. Lahat kami gano'n na, okay, third day na unemployed na. Parang gano'n yung joke around yun. Pero, pinagtatawanan namin noon. And, well, parang pare-parehas naman kami na after talaga na, well, yung iba naghahanap na talaga ng job, ng work, gano'n. And yung iba naman, na-absorb na. And we still had that chance and opportunity to actually pick what we want or what path we want. And for me, talagang pinili ko muna magpahinga. Especially kapag I was good. Yes, I think binigay ko na sa
sarili. You deserve to rest din muna, di ba? Kasi marami ka rin naging orgs. And
yes.
Marami kang
hindi ako nagsisi sa mga orgs ko kasi
worth it.
I'm very proud of what I have started nung college ako. And kasi at first, it was just a dream na parang I wanted to be part of organizations and do this and do that, and started serving the student body. Yeah. So, binigay ko talaga sa sarili ko yung pahinga na yun. And of course, while nagpapahinga ako, naghanap na rin ako ng job. So, that's the second phase na hindi naman pressure, like thank God, hindi naman ako na-pressure sa house namin, ng parents ko, and I'm very grateful and blessed na hindi nila ako talagang pinupush or pinaforce na ano ba, may trabaho ka na ba? Or nakahanap ka na ba? Nag-interview ka na ba? Wala namang ganun. Although na may mga times nga na you feel the pressure. But I think it's just to myself. So I feel like yun yung naging
parang pressure and motivation at the same time.
Yeah, pressure and motivation. Kasi inisip ko pa na parang pagod pa ako. Parang ayoko pang magtrabaho. But yung need mo kasi sa living expenses, of course, hindi lang naman, well, it's just one thing. I know graduating is such a huge milestone agad. Hindi lang sa'yo, pati sa family mo na din, right? Yeah. So, bukod dun, inisip ko na din agad na, parang need ko nang tumulong. So, that's the time na I really tried and applied. So, yun yung struggle ng second phase of my life. Parang second life ko last year na talaga naghahanap ka. You're a job seeker. Yun yung second phase or second life ko last year, job seeker. Hindi talaga siya madali. Kasi iniisip ko na okay, I need to find a job para makapag-ipon ako to actually support myself sa review. Kasi I was really planning to do or go sa review center. Feeling ko, need ko ng help when it comes to reviewing.
A refresher din.
Yeah, a refresher, bukod doon. Yeah. And parang kilala ko yung sarili ko. Well, hindi naman ako tamad na tamad. Pero alam ko kasi yung feeling na baka tama rin ako if ever na hindi ako nag-review or hindi ako pumasok sa review center. So, I really, parang I kept it connected. Lahat ng goals ko, kinonect ko siya sa isa't isa na, okay, I will find a job and save up para makakuha ako ng fund ko for my review center. So that's the main point of why I decided to enter corporate or yung industrial setting sa psychology. So I landed this job at a BPO company. And when I landed the job, it's actually fixed term lang siya. So sabi ko, okay na to for temporary. Makakapag-ipon, okay na, makakatulong sa family, okay na. So of course, first time job seeker, tanggap lang. Basta nakakuha ka ng job offer, okay na to, sige, mag-ipon lang naman for temporary lang naman. But then again, yun lang yung iniisip ko last year. Right? Kasi ang point ko lang talaga na makapag-ipon lang talaga and makatulong sa family, of course. So I landed the job, third life or third phase in my life last year. And I became an employee. And hindi talaga siya madali. Parang sobrang bilis nung phase. Yung nangyari sa akin last year. Although na, that's also my decision. Alam ko naman, na decision ko rin na magtrabaho, manap, and mag-review at mag-exam. Alam ko ang decision ko siya. And by that time, you already know this, I'm really open with my faith.
Yeah.
And
that's why we became friends.
Yeah, of course. Lagi mo sinasabi na why we became friends, right? So, when it comes to faith, sabi ko, Lord, if I know that if I will have this job, this is for me, and you are supporting my dream or my decisions in life, lagi akong humahanap or lagi akong nag-ask ng guidance sa kanya. And then, sabi ko nun, Lord, sige, mag-take ako ng exam. If pumasa ako ng exam, meaning it's really for me. Pero by that time talaga, I really don't know what I wanted by that time. I really just surrendered everything. And I put it to my mind na, okay, mag-exam ako. So I need to do this. I need to have a job. I need to save up the money. And also, help my family. Yun talaga yung nasa isip ko last year. Yun talaga siya. Pero, alam ko na, ina-anticipate ko na magiging mahirap. Yeah. But, when nag-start na akong mag-work, syempre, as a fresh graduate, hindi mo talaga, iba talaga yung ina-expect mo before nung estudyante ka pa. Sa naging employee ka na. Na iba talaga eh. Yung pagod. I don't know if it's just the industry na pinasukan ko or talagang how I was pushing myself or like beating myself down for it. Hindi ko rin alam. For my that time, hindi ko na alam. All I knew back then is I had to do it kasi need ko siya and to actually reach my goal, which is yung board exam, to fund my board exam. Well, thankfully, very thankful talaga ako and blessed na nakapag-enroll pa ako sa review center. Even though, ano lang naman siya, like, yung review center namin is pwede siyang may down payment. So, ayun, nakapag-enroll pa ako. And nung first few months nung review kasi namin, I'll be honest, hindi talaga ako nakakapag-review every day. I mean, I try to, pero kasi I love to read. So, I think ang pinangbabawi ko doon is talagang if I wasn't able to attend a review session, talagang binabasa ko yung mga reviewers na binigay, test kits or drills, ganun. Binabasa ko siya. Pero again, it's not, hindi talaga ako yung tuloy-tuloy na nag-review, especially na naging involved or naging invested ako dun sa work ko. Kasi I could see my work na parang pwede ko siyang maging main source of income. Yeah. And by that time, again, I'm gonna be repeating na hindi ko talaga alam kung ano pang gagawin ko sa buhay ko. So, sabi ko, pwede na siyang maging main source of income. So, I kept moving, I kept working until na parang first few months ng review namin, sabi ko, parang hindi enough yung review ko. So, sabi ko, bawi ako next year. So, the next year came, alam ko na kulang pa talaga yung naging review ko eh. Again, working in the BPO industry, iba yung shift, iba yung iba yung oras ng trabaho, mas mahaba. And then, of course, as a first-time job seeker, you're just saying yes to the opportunity and to the opportunity na makatulong ka sa family mo. So, sa workplace, well, hindi naman sinasabing pinahirapan ako, but like, sa workplace is you try your best to keep up with everybody. Yeah. It's a different level of, well, not competition. I didn't see it as competition kasi again, napagod niya ako sa kakaral. nung college, di ba? And on top of that, may mga organizations pa nung college. So, I didn't see it as competition nung nasa workplace, but more of trying to match the pace of the industry, of the people who work there. Talagang, sabi ko, parang sinusubukan yung galing ko sa time management, sa adaptability, sa flexibility, sa versatility. Lahat na sabi ko, parang grabe naman yung challenge ko this year kasi I chose this path to actually try and reach my goal, which is yung makapag-review and makapag-exam for the licensure exam ng psychometrician. So, definitely, I was struggling even though parang kinakaya siya ng katawan ko. I was already struggling last year, leading up to like end of that year. Like I felt sa workplace, I felt that iba yung pagod, na although na isa lang yung ginagawa mo, isa lang yung task mo sa workplace, iba yung pagod niya, iba yung pag-push sa'yo ng mga tao sa workplace. Although na, hindi mo siya tinitig, ako kasi talaga, hindi ko siya tinitig as personal. Hindi take ko siya, syempre, challenge. An opportunity. Also. And then, sabi ko, parang, I think it's just making me stronger then. And in each of the struggle that I've experienced since last year is talagang tinatry ko na makabangon from that. And I think that's one thing about my journey then. Kasi yun na yung nag-start talaga eh. So, nag-start as virtual reviews. I'm working 9 hours a day for 5 days a week. And then, from Monday to Friday, work. And then, I was juggling the review center or doing the review by weekend. So, talagang book yung week ko for the whole week. Even Saturdays and Sundays talaga. But, by that time naman, I'm still seeing my friends. I know that I had to keep seeing my friends kasi I'm all for a support system.
That's also one of the things that I admire about you. Na you still make time even though you're busy. And
yun din naman.
It's rare.
I was there. I remember you keep saying that it was rare.
Kasi, I mean, like, I'm gonna reveal this na we met sa work and then we only know each other. We only interacted for a few months. And then, hindi na tayo same ng rules.
Yeah.
But then, you still decided to keep the connection.
Well, yeah.
And I really admire. I value that. Kasi ganun din ako. Parang, you make time.
That's right. Ganun ka din kasi. So, that's also a factor why we stayed connected.
Even though we're busy, parang we don't fail to let our friends know about the rules that they have in our lives.
Important, para sa akin talaga, important yung support ng friends to know that there's actually people cheering you on and pinapa-remind sa'yo na you're doing great. Parang, nalimot ko din yun na sa journey ko. Nalimot ko na, parang mahirap tong ginagawa ko, but I still chose to bumangon talaga and to still keep showing up even though it's hard. And thankful ako sa mga friends ko na pinapa-remind din nila sa akin na na hindi madali yung ginagawa mo. Tama lang yung nararamdaman mo na napapagod ka. Right? Kasi parang iniisip ko na pagod na ako sa work, pagod pa ako sa, parang yung pagod ko sa work, hindi ko na kayang i-extend yung energy ko to do my review. Kasi pagod na yung physical body eh. So, what about yung mind mo, di ba? Like, are you still in the right state of mind to actually, like, study? Yeah, so, sabi ko nun, tama pala yung decision ko na mag-review center. Kasi how hectic things have gone sa workplace talaga namin. Sabi ko, siguro hindi na ako nakapag-review talaga. Kung hindi ako nag-review center, hindi ako nag-enroll, baka talagang tinamad na ako. It's really important. And talagang buti na lang nakapag-decide ako nun na mag-review center ako. Kasi sabi ko lang sa friends ko, na nagtatanungan kami if mag-review center ba, if mag-take ba ng board exam. And alam mo yung iba, di ba? Hindi nila sinasabi if mag-take sila ng boards or not. Yeah. Kasi of course, the fear of like knowing, let's say na, the fear of everybody knowing that you're gonna take the board exam and then you failed. So yung iba talaga hindi lang nagsasabi if mag-take sila or not. It's the same thing for me actually. It's a few people, close friends, few family members na mag-take ako ng board exam. And even before, kapag tinatanong ako ng mga ibang kakilala ko or mga juniors ko from school, even they don't know if we're taking the board exam or not. Pero hindi nila alam. Lagi namin sinasabi na, pinag-isipan pa namin. Pero they didn't know na nag-review na kami or enrolled na kami sa review center. So we're very hush about it.
It's part of your discernment also on who to tell. There are people who praise for you on it.
Yes.
Ramdam mo yung genuine support. Kaya, pinili mo talaga yung mga taong sinabihan mo.
Yes, actually.
So it added to your mental health.
Care. Kasi, like, is one more thing that I'm very grateful of. Yung mga taong yun, who are surrounding me, yung mga taong yan talaga, also has like strong faith with God, has a relationship with God. And sabi ko talaga sa kanila, guys, pray for me. I really needed the prayer. And mas lalo akong na-appreciate because kahit sinabi ko ba lang or kakasabi ko ba lang, they're already telling me na, you're always in my prayers. I prayed last night. I prayed for this last night. I prayed for you last night. And lagi ko itong sinasabi na it's rare din na someone is praying for you. It's always ako personally it was me who is telling my friends, sige, I'll include you in my prayers. And it's rare, like you said, it's rare. And the word of the day natin, it's rare. It's rare na makahanap ka ng tao like you or has a faith like we do and has a relationship with God like we do. So, kapag may nagsasabi sa akin na, ate, I prayed for you, na ito yung needed mo or ito yung nakikita kong need mo or na-discern ko, na-feel ko, even if hindi mo sinabi. Kasi sabi ko, pag mga ganong times, I'm already blessed with people na who are actually praying for me. And nafe-feel ko talaga na pinagdadasal nila ako kasi kahit may days na I was so down, meron talaga. Hindi talaga siya na-avoid kahit gaano mo pa i-push yung sarili mo. I think that's also part of the journey na we need to accept na there will be days na down ka. You don't even have the energy to do the things that you want to do or that you need to do. But, alam mo yun, yung responsibilidad, yun yung gigising sa'yo. Yun yung magpapabangon sa'yo. And also, yung dreams mo, yung magpapabangon sa'yo na, nga pala, ito nga pala yung kailangan kong gawin. So, that's another thing. You're gonna do it even though low mood ka. Parang ibang courage din yun. Ibang courage din yun na ginagawa mo pa rin yung bagay na yun or you're still doing the responsibility kahit nire-reject ng katawan mo. Right? So, alam ko na pinagdadasal ako ng mga taong yan. especially my friends. And syempre, of course, with the busy schedule and all, I still try to like connect with them kahit hindi ko sila nakikita. May mga friends pa rin na they really try and make time. Sabi, magkita tayo this weekend, next month, kahit hindi ko sila nakikita every month talaga. Kahit onting-onting time lang. And by that time, na-feel ko na I'm getting busier. And nagpaalam pa ako sa kanila na sabi ko, hindi na ako free ng ganito. Kitain nyo na ako kasi mawawala. Parang paunti yung time ko. And alam nila na, even nga nag-sorry na ako. Sabi ko, sorry, hindi na talaga kaya. Sabi niya, okay lang, huwag kang mag-sorry. Alam naman namin yung ginagawa mo. And dito lang naman kami to support you. Yeah. So, I'm very grateful na may taong or I'm surrounded with people like that. Very understanding, very patient when it comes to that. Even my friends na nakakapag-rant ako dahil pagod na ako, and yung, or if nagka-issue man ako sa workplace, and like that. Kasi may certain time ako before na laging sinasabi ko lang, pagod na ako. Pero sinasabi ko lang na pagod na ako, nabangon pa rin. So, ayun din, siguro, kasi, the time na kapag nag-rant ka lang. Yeah. But you're still gonna do it. Kasi, first of all, well, that's your responsibility. You don't have a choice. But really, you have a choice. But right now, you don't have a choice But do it. May kailangan kang gawin, may kailangan ka pang i-achieve. So, you still need to move forward and to keep showing up every day. And that's the courage that I had to build up, and the courage that I already have and have used so often talaga hanggang sa maubos yung courage na yun. Pero thank God, hindi ako nawalan ng courage talaga hanggang dulo. But of course, self-sabotage, self-doubt, and everything, hindi talaga siya na-avoid. But thankfully, as I've mentioned, I have friends who are praying for me. And I know that they were praying for me. At hanggang dulo naman, alam ko na they were praying, they were with me, they were holding my hand before ako mag-take ng words. Kahit alam ko hindi ko na sila nakikita, hindi ko sila nakakausap actually. Lalo the month before, leading up to the boards talaga, sabi ko, wala akong kinita sa kahit anong kaibigan ko, but I was trying my best din to paramdam sa kanila every once in a while sa mga GCs, sa mga messages and everything. May point pa nga nun. I know I already told you this. Sabi ko, sino na lang yung maghanap sa akin? Sila na lang yung replyan ko kasi sabi ko, at the same time, nagiging busy na din sa workplace. And yun yung pinaka-struggle ko. Pagod, schedule, plus yung kaba ng board exam. So, 1 month or 2 months before the board exam, even like a few months before the board exam, there was like personal na nangyari, or I had lost someone before the boards. This was this year lang. So, this year was completely different from last year. So, moving forward, this year naman, hindi ko in-expect na mas magiging well, I anticipated na magiging mas mahirap kasi it was getting real. Na sabi ko, okay, mag-take ako ng board next year. But then next year happened, or next year came. So mag-take ako ng boards this year. And also, nagkaroon na ng decision making sa workplace or sa job ko. And as I've mentioned, nag-start ako sa fixed term. Yeah. And I decided I had to decide if I wanted to continue dun sa workplace or sa job that I was having. Kung mag-continue pa ba ako, or do I stick to my own plan na this is just for temporary and I need to focus on my review. Kasi alam ko talaga hindi enough yung review ko. Alam ko sa sarili ko na may pagkukulang pa ako. There were so many things pa sa mga subjects na hindi ko alam. And then, I think dun nag-start yung self-doubt ko, na nagkakaroon kami ng test drills, then nakita ko, na-observe ko na hindi nag-improve yung scores ko. So sabi ko, talagang iniisip ko na hindi enough yung pag-review ko. So, months leading up to the exam talaga, sabi ko, parang hindi enough. So, sa workplace, kahit nag-dial down na yung pagiging business schedule and all, pero ang nagbago lang is yung workload eh. Pero the schedule is still there. The schedule is crazy. Like a shifting schedule, even though part naman ako ng HR team. You still had to, or I still had to adapt to the pace of the workplace din itself. And yun yung kinailangan kong i-accept. Na sabi ko, if I will continue in this workplace or if I will continue this path, sabi ko, kailangan kong i-accept na mas magiging mahirap yung pag-manage ko ng time. Also, I'm gonna be sacrificing a lot. First, sacrifice ko is, of course, sacrifice is already saving up. Actually, nag-start ako mag-work, panakto lang yung sinasahod. And even before, talagang maano ako sa pera. Like, I wanted to manage my own finances talaga. I wanted to keep track kung saan po napupunta yung pera ko or nakakapag-save ko ba ako para sa sarili ko. So, that's another struggle by that time leading up to the exam itself. So, nung need ko mag-decide if I wanted to continue, sabi ko, mahihirapan ako. Pero, do I take this opportunity and actually challenge myself more? Kasi, laging nagiging ganun yung scene sa akin. With myself. Yeah. I think, alam ko talaga sa sarili ko na I'm always challenging myself. If I think I cannot do it, inisip ko lagi na other people can, so why can't you? So, parang I think, yun yung part na nagiging harsh din ako sa sarili ko. There were times na sabi ko, okay, tingin ko kaya ko naman. So, I'll try. And then, I decided na, sabi ko, I'm giving this a fair chance. Yung path na to, or yung job na meron ako, I'm giving this a chance. And I'm also giving the chance sa pag-take ko ng boards. Yeah. So, I decided, sabi ko, okay, sige, let's do this. So, ayun yung part nung earlier this year that I really had to make a decision. Again, I had to make sacrifices. I know na mas magiging demanding yung time. Yeah. Kasi I'm gonna be working even weekends. So, nagkaroon ako ng pasok ng weekends din. Yeah. Sabi ko, yung review ko is weekends lang. Saturday and Sunday talaga. So, sabi ko, paano ko na ba ito gagawin? Sabi ko, nagpa-observe ako sa company. So, sabi ko, paano ko na ba gagawin ito? Makakapag-review ko ba ako? Sabi ko, Sunday yun. And I needed time to rest. Sabi ko, saan ko pa ipapasok yung rest doon? If I'm working 6 days a week and then 1 day pa noon, Sunday pa. It's review pa. So, I know, of course, Sunday, it's the Lord's Day. Yeah. Sabi ko, how will I even manage? And I'm also active with sa church namin. Yeah. Kasi nag-serve din ako. I use my voice to serve. Sample.
So with all you experience on your journey, on taking the boards, reviewing and juggling with your work, especially with the demand of the industry, and I really admire your strength, and I really see the passion of thank you. Kasi it's not easy, especially. Tsaka, I have friends then who took the boards while they were working. Kaya I really admire their passion.
Grabe.
Going.
Inisip ko yun before. Sabi ko, paano kayo nagagawa ng mga working student to? Sabi ko, saludo talaga ako. Hindi ko alam kung paano nyo ginagawa, pinagsasabi niyo yung trabaho tsaka yung pag-aaral. Kasi ako, I'm barely making it. So talagang gapang. As in crawl.
Tsaka I love that motivation of adding up to being a licensed person to help in the mental health industry. That's part of the motivation. And also your faith.
Actually. Yeah. Kasi parang I started sa organization na I loved what I was doing. Well, it's not helping, but well, you're trying to make the like community yung sa school niyo, you're trying to make everything better.
Yeah.
Or setting a good example for everyone. So, sabi ko, kung di man ako sure sa path ko ngayon, I'm still giving it a fair chance. Yeah. I'm giving it 50-50. Sa work ko, and, well, the work is already corporate, so that's industrial psychology, or sa human resource na part. I'm still giving it a fair chance. I know na demanding yung time no sa work, so I really need to, ito talaga naging handy yung time management skill ko. Well, hindi ko pa nga alam kung talagang handy or talagang good ko pa yung time management ko before eh. Kasi I thought I was already good at time management given the fact na ang dami kong organizations before. And I was part of being a student leader. So I thought na maganda na yun na-establish kong foundation when it comes to that kind of skills, sa time management, sa flexibility and all. Pero iba talaga kapag ikaw na yung nagawa or you apply what you already learned, especially for 4 years. Kasi syempre yun yung course mo eh. You got to know each of the field na meron si psychology na pwede mong puntahan or pwede mong tahakin man. So, it's really important to actually apply what you've learned, and I'm really grateful na I honed or I tried to improve what I already had before. Nagkaroon ako ng chance to improve yung mga skills ko or nagamit ko talaga siya from being in an organization or campus organization to the actual real life or actual corporate settings or industrial settings kasi ma-realize mo na konti pa pala yung nalalaman mo. So, well, it's the additional knowledge, and of course, yung learning kasi is continuous talaga siya. It doesn't stop there. And it's also your choice if you wanted to learn more or not. Diba? So, ganun na lang din yung tinig ko. Sabi ko, okay, I already have this skill. Let's make it work. Since ganun naman yung ginagawa natin even before. Yeah. You work with what you have. You don't complain. You just make it work. And kung hanggang sa inyo kakayanin mo. Pero, may mga times din kasi if you think if other people are taking advantage of what you can do. So you still need to be aware. And that's the part na I had to adjust din na different from what I wanted to do, which is, or what I wanted to achieve, which is different dun sa pag-exam ko. Kasi sa pag-exam ko, I just need to focus on my studies and focus sa reviewing, which is na hindi ko nagawa. Na super focused. Kasi I had a friend na had to do a decision then. Now, both of us were doing, or we're having a job, and then we're also reviewing. Siya is, nag-decide na siya to actually focus on her review and left the company. And sabi ko, kaya ko ba na can I leave the company and focus on my work? Sabi ko, even though na I know na yung parents ko is hindi naman sila madi-disappoint if I left my job and just focus on my review, but iisipin mo talaga yung needed nyo sa household or yung contribution mo sa household. Yeah. Like giving back everything that your parents and also my older brother provided to me while I was still studying. So, yun yung thought na hindi ko kinaya. Sabi ko, parang hindi ko kakayanin if mag-aaral lang ako ulit and I will not have a job. So, that's on me. That's on me na sa sarili ko. Hindi ko naman sinasabi na of course, it's different for each person. It's just that ganun yung naging mindset ko before. So, I put my foot down on that. Talagang nag-decide ako na sabi ko, sige, pagsabayin ko na lang. Yeah. Let's see. And also, that's the part na sabi ko, I know that I have God that's guiding me, that's giving me the strength and the courage every single day. Kasi it was not the same, parang it's not the same scene every day at my workplace. Yeah. There were days that are very easy. There were days that are so hard. Most of the days are hard. And, parang naging nasanay ka na lang sa ganong regular programming and you know how to juggle that na nasanay ka na lang na, okay, by weekdays, ito yung ginagawa mo. By weekends, ito yung ginagawa mo. To the point na inisip ko na parang I was, double life ba to? Like, sabi ko, parang double life na ba itong ginagawa ko? But I still, sa una, mahirap talaga siya. Kasi sabi ko, hindi ako sanay gumising ng sobrang aga ng weekend. Parang inisip ko, wala akong pahinga kasi after ng Sunday is I'm gonna be going back to work and everything and I still haven't absorbed everything sa review session. So yung mga ganun, nagpapile up yung mga thoughts as well. So that's on me again. Pero leading up to the month before the month before ng exam is mas lalong naging mahirap. Alam mo yung parang build up, bukod sa anticipation, yung build-up ng kaba and ng takot, baka hindi ka, talagang nag-struggle ako even sa documents ko. Kasi hindi ko pa siya napaprocess eh. So there's still a lot more to work on, hindi lang sa pag-review. The process itself sa pagtitake ng board exam, hindi siya nagsastop sa reviewing. After the review session, you still need to absorb everything after you're done with the review session if talaga naintindihan mo ba or not. And of course, hindi ko yun nagagawa kasi grabe yung pagod ko sa work. And I know na, of course, I'm not perfect. Sometimes nakakalimutan ko mag-pray after ng exam, or not after ng exam, after ng review or before ng review. Sabi ko, talagang pagod na pagod ako. But it's just always in my mind na, Lord, you know kung ano talaga yung nasa isip at puso ko. You of all, alam mo kung ano talaga yung gusto kong gawin.
Yeah.
And I am still standing by that. Sabi ko, alam naman ni Lord kung ano talaga yung gusto ko. Tama. Kahit hindi ko alam kung ano yung gusto ko, pero siya, at least alam niya kung ano yung gusto ko. So, I'm really surrendering it. I surrendered it. Yun din yung ginawa ko nung day of my exam. Kasi, the week of my exam kasi, it was getting busy again sa workplace namin. So, I had to make a decision. Sabi ko, hindi ako nakakapag-review ng maayos. Kasi, again, yung pagod, mas doble pa sa doble. So, sabi ko, kailangan gumawa ako ng paraan. So, nakapag-adjust ako sa schedule na Monday to Friday, I'm in my job or doing my job in my workplace. But weekends, I'm gonna be doing my review. So, well, nung time naman na yun, I gave myself time to rest. Sometimes hindi ako nakapasok ng review. Sometimes, isang day lang sa review na papasukan ko kasi grabe talaga yung pagod ko. So, it really wasn't easy. Pati yung pinaka-process niya of how you will be applying sa mismo to take the boards. Pati yun pati yung process na yun, halos mag-give up din ako. Kasi sabi ko, baka hindi ako umabot sa application. Kasi bukod sa demanding sa time yung work ko, talagang need din bigyan ng separate day yung pagpa-process ng application itself. So, I'm just really grateful din sa parents ko. Kasi, even though I couldn't do it, kunwari yung mga pagkuha ng documents or pass ng documents, they really supported me until the end. And they assisted me kasi I was already having the job and sabi ko, hindi ko maiwan yung trabaho ko. And I'm really grateful kasi sabi ko, siguro kung hindi yan ginawa ng mom ko, ng papa ko, siguro hindi ko rin na-pasa yung application ko.
I admire your strength and your passion, first of all, to give back to your parents.
Yeah.
And also your passion of sticking to what you want. Even though it's hard.
I think I had to also remind myself of what I wanted to do.
And ganun din, diba? Na parang we stick to what we want in our hearts.
Yeah.
And
sometimes you forget.
I don't know if it's God's desire for us.
Yeah.
Parang it aligns.
Oo, kasi part din siya. Like if you're having a hard day.
So I'm glad na you stuck you stood by your motivation, even though it's hard.
Well, I'm very blessed na alam ko na I'm still being guided na. Still being guided talaga, even though there were hard days. So, very grateful ako. Alam ko, throughout my whole journey, my family is really supporting me. Papa ko,
I'm glad that you have a healthy support system. I'm glad that you have that group of people in your life who support you on what you want.
Very grateful. And I am so blessed to have met someone like you in such a short time. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I'm so glad. Kasi I don't meet people like you in a whim.
Yeah.
Diba? We don't
Again,
meet
it's rare.
It's rare. It's rare. Maybe you should put yung rare kung ilan beses natin nasabi in this podcast. But yeah, it's really rare to meet someone who has the same values as you, same beliefs as you. I mean, there are differences, but you settle the differences, or you respect the opinions and the differences. You make it work. Diba? So, blessing in disguise. I mean, diba? Kahit mahirap naman talaga pagsabayin lahat. Again, saludo talaga ako sa mga working students. Like, I salute you. Kasi I was barely holding on and barely getting by. Kasi nga, pinagsasabay yung work and review. Again, 2 days lang ako nag-review. And then, the rest of it, I'm dedicating it to my work or my job. So, nung day na, or yung week na ng exam, nag-file ako ng leave. Kasi I know na, sabi ko, nagiging hectic na sa work, nagiging busy na. Sabi ko, hindi na ako makakapag-review ng maayos. But I still tried and made it work. Nag-alternate ako for weekends. Let's say, nag-weekend ako of work. Pumasok ako ng Saturday. Next Saturday, hindi ako pumasok. Every other Saturday or every other weekend, ko ginagawa. But nung pumasok yung month ng exam, hindi na talaga ako nag-work nung Saturday. Sabi ko, parang hindi na kaya, I need to focus. But sinabi ko din naman yun sa mga manager ko, supervisor ko, sinabi ko rin naman sa kanila. And, well, in a way, I'm still grateful that they let me do my thing as a personal endeavor na kasi talaga. Personal na siya. So, I filed my leave. Sabi ko, days leading up to the exam, I need to be locked in and not be distracted. Sabi ko, I cannot afford to be distracted talaga. As in, even my friends, well, I didn't shut people out. I just became more focused. And hard work paid off.
It was meant for you, so that's why God gave that to you.
It's meant for you. I'm very grateful din. Kasi, sabi ko na, I surrendered it all. Sa prayer ko, sabi ko, Lord, kayo na bahala. I surrender it all. I already did my best. And the rest is up to you. Sabi ko, kung ano po yung will nyo, yun na. Okay na ako dun. Sabi ko, at least I'll get my answer from you. If I really made it, that's my answer. If I didn't make it, that's my answer. And it's okay. Sabi ko, I really did make a fair chance. Sabi ko, I need to give this a chance. Sabi ko, dapat fair. Alam ko na, hindi ko sure kung talagang ito ba yung path na gusto ko. But I still wanted to make it fair. 50-50%.
Even though I admire the fact na, even though you're quote-unquote not sure, at least you still tried. And it worked out well.
Well, I think part siya ng being, I'm a fresh grad, na you don't know what you're gonna do in your life.
And, syempre, not all our plans work out, diba?
Yes.
Especially as a fresh graduate, we have things settled out. But not everything works out.
Yeah.
But then, at least we tried.
Well, that's also an answer from God.
Right? We tried, we experienced. Yes. And then, kung may things man na hindi nag-work out, at least we're still here to figure it out. With the help of God.
You just think that, well, God gave you an opportunity.
Yeah.
Diba? So, then I'm very grateful that it all worked out in the end. I know that I pushed myself. There were days na I pushed myself talaga. Sabi ko, I was beating myself down for it. Sabi ko parang, I was harsh that day. So maybe I'll become more like I had to take care of myself din eh. Mm-hmm. So part siya ng journey talaga.
Proud of you.
Yeah, thank you for that. Hindi talaga siya madali. So but I knew that one thing's for sure. I knew that I want to do the exam.
Yeah.
I knew that I also want to pass the exam. So it all works out in the end. Yeah, and I'm very grateful. It's not. I know that it's the credits are me. I know that I already did the exam and passed the exam.
And you are where you're meant to be.
Oh,
Kaya I'm excited for what's next for you. Kasi I claim my spot as an OG. Christina.
wala akong fandom, pero may bansag na. May nilagad na mga fandom. Na-reveal na ako nga pala. I sing, guys. So,
mo sa singing.
Okay.
Kasi,
yeah, sure.
when we got to know each other, diba? One of the first introductions was our similarity on the spiritualities.
Actually.
And then, dun mo rin nasabi na you have a passion for music.
Actually.
Kasi you volunteer sa church.
Yes.
So, parang, can you tell us more about that?
Gladly.
If diba, like off the record, you mentioned that if it was financially possible, or if it was practical here
in the Philippines,
you would pursue your first passion. Because you mentioned that the psychology was not your first choice, right? So I just want even a short description of how will you balance practicality and passion?
Practicality. That's
that's a good topic, no?
Yeah. Lalo dito sa Philippines.
Like even in a short description lang.
Of course.
I see you as someone who has both. Kasi you're pursuing both. Yeah, kasi now you're pursuing psychology.
Yeah.
Right? So, especially in the corporate setup ng psychology. And then,
right.
Additional yung clinical side ng psychology because you already have the registration. So, how do you continue that passion in your music side, in your art side naman?
Okay, so for context, no, you mentioned na kaya talaga tayo connects because of spirituality.
Yeah. Like art led to the music, the writing.
Yeah. Well, guys, okay, reveal. Art enthusiast talaga ako. If not art, well, multimedia arts. Like, number one passion ko yan. Well, apart from music, number one passion. But multimedia arts is definitely a different level that brings sparks in me or that lights up my eyes every time na may nag-mention ng theater, ng movie, ng filmmaking, ng poetry, you name it, each art, you name it. I'm an enthusiast. So, well, it all began din naman, like I've mentioned, nagsiserve ako sa church and I use my voice to serve. Actually, family namin, he serves talaga. And it's actually our source, yung main source.
You're musically inclined.
Yes, actually talaga. It runs in our blood. And
actually, sample nga. One line naman. Favorite song.
Anong ganda? Yes.
Ano bang, yun? Yung sa Dear Evan Hansen, kasi diba they had a play.
Oh yeah, sure, Dear Evan Hansen.
Can you share like a few lines from your favorite song?
Okay, Dear Evan Hansen. Okay, I'll do You Will Be Found. How does it go? So, I don't wanna know it. Hello, someone will will come running, and I know we'll take you home. Even when the dark comes crashing through, we'll need a friend to carry you. And when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. Okay, na.
Oh,
You will be found.
yeah. I really admired when you shared to me that you sing.
Really?
Kasi, angelic ka ng voice mo.
Her girl is angelic.
Tsaka yung mga high notes na shinare mo sa akin or like yung mga acoustic covers that you do. Pero syempre ano pa yun, nasa vault pa. There will be the right time to reveal that. Pero thank you for sharing to me off the record a glimpse of your musical
Yeah.
journey.
I think there's still, well, it's a different conversation talaga. Yeah. When it comes to like music, being an artist, ganun, meron ba talaga akong parang crisis when it comes to the pagiging artist kasi I never finished a song before. And as I've mentioned before din na all of my compositions are very raw. So I don't really share it with anyone, but I would love to someday, maybe.
Tsaka I'm glad na never nawala yun.
I knew
You left it, quote unquote, left it for a while sa vault. Pero never siyang nawala.
well, yeah.
Like, it's always a part of you. It just needs the right time for you to focus.
To be revealed.
Oh, yeah.
To be ready to reveal myself to the world. No, I know na
You're cooking it up.
yeah, cooking it up, but so, parang I know na even before na sabi ko, I think I'm gonna sing in the future. I don't know how God will make a way to do it, but I know that I want to sing in the future. Sabi ko, I want to perform. Sabi ko, I want to perform. I just don't know how to make it or how to make it happen. But like, I want to perform. So, sabi ko, I think it's also what my mom said. Sabi nung mom ko, yung pagkanta, yung music, nandyan lang naman yan eh. So, at first talaga, sabi ng mom ko, okay lang. Parang, it's always gonna be with you. Lalo if I already have it in my heart. And music is gonna be there in blood. It's gonna be in my blood. So, sabi ko, I think it's okay to set it aside muna. So, going back to practicality, passion versus practicality. Ever since high school siguro, nakapag-decide na ako. Sabi ko, sige, music is there naman. And I had the opportunity. Dun ko din na-build yung sarili ko for being part of our music ministry. So, I did set it aside, pero I'm still using it. At least, ginagamit ko siya sa pagsaserve ko.
Actually, yun din yung what I admire about you and what I'm grateful for in terms of you keeping that passion.
So nice.
And I'm grateful for the music ministry, your membership and commitment to your church.
Yeah.
Even though you're juggling with so many things, you never neglected your to the Lord. Kasi He blesses it, diba?
Yes.
Tama ba? You reap what you harvest.
Yeah.
Tama ba? May verse yun eh.
Actually, dito,
Parang there's a reward in heaven.
Reward.
Tsaka, it's what, although the fire is dim, parang candle, but it's there.
It's still there. I just set it aside.
You set it aside, but it's still there. Like the light is still on. Kaya I'm grateful na you still have that in you.
Yeah, and I think hindi rin hinayaan ni Lord na mawala yun sa akin. So, well, I did set it aside, pero parang it's like He's saying na, okay, use your voice here. And praise. Right? So, sabi ko, at least, I mean, hindi ko talaga siya sinet aside. I didn't study music. but I had the gift of music.
I like that term. You have a gift.
Yeah, I had the gift of music. If there's something I'm really proud of or very confident about, it's my singing.
Yes.
It's my talent. It's God-given talent talaga. Of course, we all have insecurities. And if there's something really I'm confident about and proud of, it's really my passion. Just music, arts, and the writing. I'm very proud about that. Kasi, of course, it's talent and it was a gift from God. And I also had to, I was given an opportunity to serve Him with my voice. At least I'm also growing with my talent. He uses me as his instrument.
Ayun, I love that. I love that term. And yung common term ng mga friends ko rin in the music industry na the Lord uses their voice or their talent as an instrument.
Yeah. And laging yun yung prayer namin. We don't, of course, syempre sa choir or sa music ministries, nasasabihan kami na ang galing ng choir nyo, ang galing ng band nyo.
Yeah.
Sabi namin, glory to God. Laging, Lord, ang prayer namin is, Lord, patuloy niyo po kaming gamitin. Laging ganun. And I also am grateful for that na I am interpreting heavenly songs. Well, not only to reach people, or not only to praise God, but to reach people as well. Kasi may mga tao na they don't know or they don't understand how praise and worship is. Depende sa religion mo. So they don't understand that. But when they hear the choir or kung paano nila narinig yung interpretation ng choir, the singer. So that's our reward.
Yeah.
Na we touched people's hearts. And that's the love of God.
Tsaka it's more about the relationship.
Yes, of course.
It's not really about the religion
itself.
It's how you see God actually is in your life. Kaya it affects your spirit.
It's the Holy Spirit itself din. And I think God blesses us to have this voice and become His instrument talaga. And I think hindi siya pumayag na mawala ako sa pagiging instrument niya. I owe it all up to God. I know I'm not gonna be here.
Amen.
Alam ko, hindi ko yun mapapasa if it weren't for His guidance talaga. And I just surrendered it all. Kinakabahan ako, but also, knowing me, hindi ko pinapakita.
Because you're a
kinakabahan
human.
ako.
Valid naman kasi you're human.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you have Him to assure you. Yes, the doubt or the nervousness is there. But it doesn't consume you.
Yes.
So you have Him.
I think partly din kung bakit hindi ko masyadong iniinda yung or talagang I didn't get it to me that much na kinakabahan ako. Like, I know na kinakabahan ako. Pero I already did my prayer eh. Nag-pray na ako and sabi ko, I surrendered it all. I gave it all I've got.
It's okay to acknowledge that you're nervous.
Yeah.
But you also did your part that you prayed already. And then you let go. You gave it to God. And then the rest will follow. Because you have faith.
Side note, I am glad that you had me in this podcast na I had this chance to share.
Yeah, and thank you for making
it's my testimony with hard work and with faith. Prayer works, guys. Prayer works. And very strong. I'm gonna mention this. You prayed for me before. You prayed for me. We had a video call and then you prayed for me for what? 10 minutes. Actually, hindi nga eh. 1 hour.
Dapat nga 10 minutes na tapos naging 1 hour.
Okay, wala sa akin yung 10 minutes.
Yeah.
We talk. While I have time, we talk. I give time.
Tsaka, I'm actually trying to, I actually mentioned this to some of my friends also. Na I'm bringing it back. Yung habit of praying for people.
And that's great,
in person or call.
Yeah.
If I tell you I will pray for you, I will do it on the spot.
Yeah.
Para sincere.
That's so nice.
Kasi, I mean, I admit na nagigilty ako na minsan I will tell people I will pray for you tapos makakalimutan ko.
Yeah.
Kaya ko siya binabalik kasi I want them to feel the sincerity na.
Sincerity,
Na kasi iba yung feeling. Yung assurance, yung warmth na kaya dapat it's a love language also ng prayer.
Actually.
Na ang sarap sa feeling when someone prays for you. Especially on the spot na nararamdaman nila. Kaya, ayun, assurance din to all my friends who are listening. If you have a prayer request, don't hesitate to let me know. And I'll always give time. Have 10 minutes call if we're not together in person.
Malaki na yung effect nun sa isang tao na we pray for them.
Yeah, it applies with you din. Siyempre, if you have prayer requests, especially on your next steps, diba? If you have other prayer
I appreciate it.
you can always let me know.
Yeah.
Kaya ayun din.
Assurance the same. You know that I'm always praying for you.
Thank you.
Yeah. And part na yan ng friendship natin. We pray for each other and we root for each other. Yeah. Yeah, we just did a pretty promise, guys. And so, ayun, like, I'm very proud of that. Like, nung nalaman ko din na pumasa ako, of course, yung una talaga, hindi ko talaga siya ma-absorb. Sabi ko, totoo. So, tili-tili and everything, tears of joy, halo-halo na yung emotion ko. It was all rushing in, lahat ng pinagdaanan ko. Parang gusto kong tumunga nga ng ilang oras. Sabi ko, like, a huge relief. Na parang, I'm done. Like, I did it.
Much for sharing.
Thank you so much.
I'm very honored to be able to witness your growth and your journey, especially with working and achieving a part of your dreams. And I'm so excited for you to go through the next levels of your life. And alam mo naman, I'm always here to pray for you and cheer you on. And thank you as well for being one of my ate figures.
Oh,
Na in the faith also.
Pieces my heart a little.
Yeah, I'm really grateful for this opportunity na nakita tayo ulit to be able to have this very, very meaningful conversation. And I know it will be an encouragement to everyone who's listening na to continue to pursue their dreams.
Yeah.
And not to be pressured. 11. God has a plan.
Yeah.
And we hold on to that and dedicate everything to Him, and it will work out.
Amen.
And I'm so grateful to be able to hear your testimony again.
Yeah.
And thank you for sharing it with in the podcast. Thank you.
No, thank you for having me as a guest. Never would have thought na maging guest pala ako sa ganito. But I always dreamed about it. Yeah, sabi ko sa'yo.
Thank you.
Na, like, having a podcast, creating contents has been...
I'm glad to be able to help you sort of achieve that dream of being able to do a podcast.
Yeah, it's always been like, I want to do a podcast.
I have a podcast.
Yeah.
So
bukod sa pagiging yaperist.
No, it's an avenue.
Yeah. No, kasi I'm only, like, I'm not picky, but like, I choose my people. So,
thank you for making me be part of your people.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Like, these type of people, you really keep them.
Oh.
And sabi ko nga sa'yo, like, I had the sense of this ate in me. It kicked in na I need to protect this person. Kasi if I didn't protect this person, maybe this person will get advantage of. And I parang in a way that, like, I don't want you to feel that or to experience that. Although na I can't protect you always, but I'm protecting you. God is protecting you, and I'm praying for you for your safety. I'm also rooting for you, whichever path you may take. And I know God will be blessing you with what you want. And He knows your heart and mind. Yeah. He knows what you really want.
I'm really grateful na we met and we decided to
I'm grateful. I already told you this a bajillion times na I am grateful that I have met a soul like yours. And to everyone who is listening, Well, this is just us really sharing how we cope, how faith moves, how your faith will move you as well, how God moves things in your life. It may not be the thing that you wanted the most, but rejection isn't saying, well, God is telling you no for now. But there will be always a redirection for that, and there will always be a reason why things had happened in your life. So, if you're struggling with faith lately, well, you try to, well, this is always our prayer. Every Christian prays this, that their closest friends, their closest family, if they, if they are having this distance with God, you're always praying na sana you find your way back to God. And, to build your relationship as well, kasi it's really important. I'm just gonna share this since I'm a psychometrician. I'm just gonna be sharing this four aspects or four factors in your life. Not quite sure if it I know it applies to every school din naman. May part sa curriculum na to achieve like a good mental well-being or overall well-being, you need to consider four factors in your life: your physical wellness, your emotional wellness, your social wellness, and your spiritual wellness as well. So it's important. So if you want to start taking care of yourself, to start small with yourself. So if you think you need more help in your physical, why not try, diba? To make it work, or kung ano man yung kulang mo sa physical well-being mo, you try to make it work. If it's emotional, try to connect, try to reflect on yourself. And for your social, maybe you want to connect with your old friends, rekindle your bonds with your friends, with your family. Try to talk to someone. It's very important to have that support system. The people that are not only counting on you but believing in you as well when there are times na sa tingin mo hindi mo kaya. But there are people that's gonna remind you na, no, you're this person. You're forgetting that you're this person. So you need to work on your social well-being. And of course, when you're ready, even if like you're struggling with faith lately, when you're ready, God is there waiting.
Yeah.
He is just waiting. And yung spiritual well-being, you can start small, saying your grace, and start saying thank you for a new life every day. Kahit yung mga simple prayers na, Lord, thank you for another day. Lord, thank you for this meal. At least you're now acknowledging na there's a higher meal. Thank you for waking me up. Thank you for the meal that I'm having right now. Thank you for the people that I have in my life right now. And also thank you for the pain. Thank you for giving me this lesson, the challenges. I know that you gave me this challenge because you know that I can do it and it will make me stronger. And then next you start yung faith. Now you're starting to believe that there is a higher being na who's there to guide you. It doesn't matter what religion you have. It's the relationship with the higher being or with our God Almighty. And that is your PESS, physical, emotional, social, and spiritual well-being for overall mental health, well-being as well. Thank you so much.
Alright, guys, there you have it for our October episode for this year. Once again, thank you so much to one of my achis at Tinay, a registered psychometrician, and also a certified Human Resource Associate. Again, it's Mental Health Day, but every day, I hope we all do something that can continuously help ease our minds and just practice being kind to one another and to ourselves as well. And I believe in each and every one of us, and I do hope and pray that we will get there one day, wherever we want to go and whatever we want to do. Again, let's just surrender everything to Him and the rest will follow. So, thank you guys once again for listening, and I'll see you on the next one, and I hope you will also support Ate Tinay on her future things, especially in the music side. So hopefully she gets to reveal some of her songs soon. We'll stand by on that, and yeah, thank you guys.